Right then, well, we're now going to spend a few minutes talking about business, computing and accounting. I'm here with the Learn Manager, Teresa Hughes. Thank you very much for your time. Set the scene, give us an overview. Business, computing, accounting, there's so many careers that can link to, isn't there?
There absolutely are, yes. Business, what can I say? Without business, there would be no business. So, very generic. We have a lot of students who are very unclear on their career path when they come to us, but they know they want to work in a large organisation. They may do business for a couple of years and then decide to go and do engineering because they've got the broad basis of what they need. So, accountants, HR professionals, lawyers, management consultants, events management, the world's your oyster for business, really.
And what sort of qualifications then would students have to have, for maybe some of the entry-level courses that you do?
Okay, so starting with level 1, their entry requirements are GCSEs at grade 2 or above. Moving on to level 2 business, where we're looking for grade 3 or above, and then our level 3 programs, we're looking for obviously our grade 4s.
What sort of person is best suited then to these careers? I mean, maybe that's difficult to say because there's so many of them, but what sort of skills are you looking for then when you try and match students up to courses?
I think a lot of our students lend themselves to be entrepreneurs in their own individual way. Our students are very unique. They don't come, you can't put a label on them as such. They want to do different things, they want to be creative, they want to be insular, and actually business matches all of those depending on their needs.
So tell me a little bit about some of the team members here, the tutors that students will be studying with, because they've got a broad range of industry experience themselves.
They have. So all of our tutors have come from industry. Some, like myself, have come from manufacturing. Others have come from retail and the liquor trade. Others have been in private accountancy practices. And we have a member who's been involved in doing some work with the MOD. So a very wide variety for our tutors.
But it's important, isn't it, that people who are doing the teaching have actually been there and done the jobs that the teaching people before.
Absolutely. We know what happens in business. We have good links with employers and we know what still happens in business today. So therefore, we can give our students a hands-on experience of what it would be like in an actual business of today.
And tell me about some of the qualifications then that students will be working towards throughout these various courses and the programs that you awarding bodies that you work with, for example.
Okay, so for business, it's all BTEC. We work with BTEC and we do the level 1, the level 2, the level 3 on successful progression, successful completion. Progression can be university or higher apprenticeships or really good jobs actually out there in the industry.
Is that how it would tend to work? How many students then will be looking to maybe go straight into work after these courses, or how many tend to want to go further through the education?
So obviously with the current climate, there are more students who are looking to go to employment and get their employers to actually fund their courses. But we do have a large minority of the students who do progress to good universities as well.
Brilliant. Well, we're about to talk to some members of your team and some of the students to find out a little bit more. So Teresa, thank you very much for that. One of the programmes that is used in this section of Telford College is the AAT programme. Here is Danielle Smith. We caught up with her a little bit earlier to tell us a bit about the college's link with the programme.
Hi, my name's Danielle Smith and I'm the AAT Regional Account Manager for the Midlands. I work closely with training providers and employers within the region to support their training and development needs. I'm a fellow member of AAT and I started my journey as an AAT apprentice in 2009. At AAT, we work closely with Telford College and our other AAT approved training providers to support both the continuity and the quality of their AAT provisions. We have processes and policies in place to help ensure that our training providers are providing a high standard of delivery. We also provide events, resources and support to training providers and students to assist with both the teaching and learning of our AAT qualifications. The skills you can learn with an AAT qualification are highly transferable and called upon every day. These skills encompass everything from recording financial transactions through to in-depth examinations of expenditure and income. As part of their AAT offer, Telford College offer both full-time and part-time opportunities across levels 2 to level 4. To further understand the AAT courses available to you at Telford College, please speak with the team directly, who will be able to provide you with detailed advice and guidance tailored to you and your individual needs.
Right then, well now the spotlight is on business, computing and also accounting for the next few minutes. I'm joined by the business crew here, so introduce yourself folks, who have we got?
My name's Gavin, I'm one of the business lecturers here at Telford College.
I'm Chloe.
I'm Ethan, I'm here studying business and maths.
Chloe's being mysterious yet, she's not telling us too much about what she does. Gavin, just set the scene really, tell us about the range of courses that you've got and what your particular specialism is.
So within business we do all the way from level 1 up to our level 3 programme, so we take everybody from complete entry level all the way through. And they're different, so level 1 and level 2 both 1 year programmes, with the aim to obviously get students up to that level 3 standard, which is where they want to achieve and go on to. At level 3 it's that 2 year programme, equivalent of 3 A levels by the time you've achieved. And a really nice broad proper vocational programme where you will study things like finance, marketing, customer service, events management, so a real nice mix of all the things that make up a quality business programme.
And what is the mix between academic, vocational, exam based, how does it all work?
So 2 exams on the level 3 programme in year 1, 2 in year 2, the rest are all assignment based. Same again at level 2, so there's 2 exams in the year and the rest are all assignments, and level 1 there's no exams at all and they're all assignments. It is a full vocational course, we are looking at going into detail business, how it works and putting that knowledge into skills and experience so they come away with a full rounded opinion of business and how it works and comes together.
So typically then, what sort of careers are you preparing people for?
A really, really wide mix. So my specialism is in operations management and HR. We have finance specialists, enterprise specialists, logistics specialists, but it is completely open. Business is one of those brilliant subjects because you could go off into management, marketing, finance, HR, and then logistics, supply chain, purchasing. There is no limit to where you can go into. Some of the favourite units on level 2 has been the sales and selling unit, where they get to come to grips with actual proper personal sales. So car salesman, estate agency, opens up a new avenue for people to have a look at. I know Chloe particularly enjoyed Unit 4, so our events management unit on her level 3 programme, and opened up a new way of exploring. And Ethan, I think you've just liked everything, haven't you, because you're one of those students.
Yeah, I've had a great time. It's been really, so far still got a long way to go yet, but I think market was my favourite to be fair. It really allows me to be creative and get myself out there and show what I can do.
So what was your journey then? What's your plan? How did you come to be here?
Well, I went to Maybe Academy and I sadly passed maths and not sadly. Anyway, so yeah, and I wanted to kind of obviously retake maths so I could push on and get my distinctions in this and then push on to a high level apprenticeship hopefully when I leave, so hopefully I'll be able to do that.
And how does the course compare maybe to what you expected it to be?
Well, it's very hands-on, you get to put your opinion across, and also with being a BTEC you can put your own opinion across, and like when you're doing your assignments obviously you get to type what you want and then obviously you can do it how to put it towards how you the example would want it to be done.
And do you know what you want to do next?
Yeah, I'd like to get a high level apprenticeship, hopefully somewhere in business, maybe hopefully somewhere in marketing, because obviously that's where I feel I'm best with my creative skills.
Television?
Oh well, I'd love to be in the television. Yeah, I think I'm born for the spotlight. So
Treat this as an audition then.
yeah.
What about you, Nico? Event management, Gary mentioned
Yeah.
those ones. What other things have you got involved in and enjoyed?
I really like marketing, so I'm hoping that I want to progress to university. I'm thinking about going to Manchester, maybe moving over there. Maybe events management, business management, or marketing, anything like that.
And what was your career education path to actually get into Telford College? Why was this course something that really appealed to you?
I actually failed business at school. I didn't pass hardly any of my exams really. So for me, it was important for me to come here and prove to myself that I could do it and push myself. So I thought being on this course, I could do that.
So now, pretend that he's not listening. What are the tutors like?
Oh, really good. For me, it's what makes the course.
I'd agree.
Yeah.
I'd agree. I think they always go the extra mile here, 100%. And just an example, they always I'm supposed to remember saying Slav just said which is one of the teachers here, that in our spare time she wants you to come and help us with something we weren't understanding in lesson. So it just shows that they'll go the extra mile for you.
So do you think the community spirit here and the sort of extracurricular stuff is just as important as the actual courses themselves?
Yeah, definitely. Because it's a great community. Obviously, the teachers just like that, and the students are very good. And you can talk to anyone if you want as well.
So go on and sell this course to somebody that's listening tonight. And what sort of person would this course really suit?
Just somebody who really wants to push themselves and do well. I think for me, the teachers make the course. I think it's really important because every teacher I've had so far they're completely different. They've got completely different strategies to how they teach, and I think that's really important. And for me, obviously, Gav, he puts things. He's funny. Everything we do
I'll
is
take that.
usually fun. So I like that.
I better give Gavin the last word then on this segment. Is there anything they haven't covered? Any other bits and pieces? Any more boxes to tick?
No, I think they've done a fantastic job. The important thing to remember is that without business, there is no business. So this is a course that will give you that foundation, that stepping stone into whatever you want to go on to do. We do have lots of fun. There are a nice mix of teachers, which, like Chloe and Ethan both said, broadens their experience. We've all got a different range of industry backgrounds, so we can all bring different things to our specialisms, which we hope wins you all over.
Gavin, Chloe, Ethan, thanks for your time.
Thank
you
you.
so much.
Right, time to talk about computing now. We welcome our next group of COVID-friendly bubble members into the studio. But let's just introduce yourself, folks. Who have we got?
My name is Carroll. I am a computer lecturer at Telford College.
My name is Jared and I'm on the IT Level 3 vocational course.
My name is Martin Seymour and I'm a computer lecturer at Telford College.
Right then, well let's start at this end of the table then. Just set the scene for these courses and tell us a bit about the range, the breadth and...
Okay, in computing we run full-time programs, starting with level 1, aimed primarily at 16 to 18 year olds, covering a range of different subjects within that, learning to communicate using digital technology and getting ready for the next progression level, which is level 2. Level 2, they will be have a wider experience, a more technical approach to computing, and then level 3, which is a 2-year program split into 2 single years, and they have 2 pathways. They have a software pathway and a hardware pathway, so they can either learn about computer networks, computer components, fault finding on that, and on the software side that would be programming, web development, game development. And from there we go one further, we go on to HND in computing as well. And they have a mixture of units, again, software or hardware.
And Jared, what stage are you at the moment?
I'm currently in my 2nd year of the Level 3 course in the hardware division, which I've found has been quite enjoyable. The teachers are so supportive. The way that we can address them is by their first name, so it's more personal. They're always there to help, and they never push you to do too much than what you can handle. Otherwise, it's been a great experience so far.
What was it that made you want to sign up for this course in the first place?
I've always had an interest and a passion in computers and IT, but I never had a clear vision of where I wanted to go with it. So when I came to the college, I asked what computing courses do they have? And they asked, well, what direction are you looking to go into? And I said, well, I don't know. And then they said, the vocational course will be for you. And ever since I've signed that paper, I've never regretted it.
And are you starting to shape a bit more of an idea about what you do actually want to do?
Absolutely, yeah. We've done things from project management, product development, we've we've done cloud computing, big data, the Internet of Things, and networking as well. So in terms of where we see ourselves going as a student, we've covered so much work that you can actually see where you can go. Personally, for me, I like to go into the project management side of things, especially in IT, to combine that business skill and the skill with computers into one, and branch that into a career someday.
Brilliant. Tell me a bit about the expertise that you've got in the department then, in terms of the breadth of experience for the tutors.
So my main expertise is in hardware. I teach mainly hardware. I teach cyber security, forensics, computer hardware, taking computers apart, how servers work, IT administration, IT support. We have other lecturers who are probably more talented in the software side of things. So like Ken, we have another lecturer called Charlie that are more software gurus. Personally, like I said, I like more of the hardware and how the internet hits itself and then communicate around the world.
Cyber security in itself is a
Really
evolving subject, isn't it?
It is. We do cyber security here anyway. We do one of the exam units of cyber security, so we get to teach all the students everything that's needed in cyber security, and they end up doing an exam at the end of it, which gives them a really good taste for exactly what cyber security is. And as the way the world's going now, it's just evolving at such a pace. There is absolutely loads and loads of room for people like Jared himself to leave here, even to go on to university, or even apprentices in cybersecurity for GCHQ and such, that it's endless. It'll just go on forever.
And I guess the blended learning timetable that we've got going on at the college at the moment, mixing at-home learning and on-campus learning, I mean, if ever there was a department that was suited to adapt to that.
Oh yeah. We've taken it completely on board. I mean, it's like where our sort of unique selling point is, when we have one, and it's the logical evolution of future employment. So it's all that digital mix that we use with the real world.
Okay, well, last word to you then, Jared. Sell the course to us. What kind of person would really blossom on an IT and computing course here at Telford College?
In my experience, I would say someone who just has a general interest and passion for the subject. If you're going to come to the subject just because your parents have told you to do so, or peers have pressured you into it, or if you're in it for the money, it's probably not for you, because when it gets down to it and you get the more difficult units, you're going to need that little extra passion, that drive to get you through it. Otherwise, if you don't have that, you will find yourself struggling.
Lots of people nodding heads. You obviously said the right thing. Thanks for your time, folks.
Okay, thank
Thanks
you.
a lot.
Thank you.